Hey guys, DeRage here. So we're about to test the latest. Wow, I don't know what that was. There's definitely nothing in front of us. But we're about to test the latest firmware release, which just bonked on us a little bit here. And right now we only have the TechX going. We're gonna hop in the highway over here and see if it's available. I'm not even sure. Will be available for us. Supposedly sometimes it has to calibrate, or all the time, not sure which. So we're gonna see if allows us to use autopilot about 55 miles an hour in the highway. Once it recognizes that we're actually in the highway, we should be able to use it. So right now I'm 55 and still doesn't, see it as enabled. So that means it doesn't think we're in the highway, which I was hoping they would go away with this silly restriction. Oh, look at that, 59, and we have autopilot option. That is sweet. Not gonna go like crazy on it, because I'm just gonna go with traffic and enable here. This is actually scary, guys. I've used autopilot before, but the higher you're speeding, it seems the more disturbing it is for the person. Let's see what's gonna do here. And very good, it's following the right road. Wow, look at this. So now we can see multiple roads in the side. That is something new. I just noticed this wasn't there before. We can see there's another road here, there isn't here. So let's try the auto lane change. It's gonna check. I checked as well to make sure we're good, and we are, and it changed it for us. Look at that. That is awesome. It's pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see 2 additional lines over here, and they're doing pretty good. Autopilot is doing pretty good as well, so I'm going to increase to 70. So my suspicion, and other people's suspicion in the forums as well, is that, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, I just got the update and I went out of the house to basically try it out, but the suspicion is that it's using now more than one camera. It's actually using additional cameras. Not sure if that's the case or not. I still don't see the car though right next to me over there. I would think that I would see the car, but I see the highways but not the car, which is a little bit strange. But so far it does a solid job. I don't know if it's, if the car is actually seeing the car, it's just it's not displaying it or something like that. But yeah, so far really good. We're up to 70 miles an hour again. Well, this is the way to drive if you have to drive, or the way not to drive. But the version, it is 8.1, so it's 17.11.3, and I gotta close out of here. There you go. 17.11.3. Big semi next to me, so I'm gonna hold the wheel like I'm supposed to be doing. And it's funny, when you hold the wheel, you feel all the minor adjustments it's actually making. Very subtle, micro adjustments it makes. And people are saying that they had the squiggly lines before. I never seen that issue. I mean, I've seen it in the past, but haven't seen it lately with the new versions. At least not in the highway. Like in the city, yes, I've seen that. But the highway is being pretty solid performance. really don't like being behind trucks. I got many rock chips like fly around because of it. So I am going to pass it. Yeah, let's go drive in the left lane with autopilot. So now I'm increasing the speed to 75. This guy has his hazards or blinkers on. Alright. I'm gonna be ballsy here. Let's go to the maximum that allow us, which is 80. Speed limit 65, but I'm following the traffic over there. See, I don't know yet if it slows down in the curves. I would hope so, but alright, we're going to kind of obey the speed limit and move out of the left lane. And it's more me being a chicken than anything else. And we have another truck. Oh. And big cement bags in the back too. So now, well, at least we're testing the lane changing, and that's pretty well. I gotta turn down the AC because I'm sweating out of nervousness. Alright, so now there's no trucks. I'm gonna go back in my middle lane where I feel most comfortable. Yeah, it's beautiful. Now the only thing that we're waiting is for a bunch of automatic stuff that's not implemented yet, like auto wipers when it starts raining, auto high beams, that kind of thing, and you know, all the other cameras and stuff, which I think they're working towards that because we can see more lanes in the highway now. That's interesting. So I'm gonna exit it very soon. So far I did pretty good. It's actually very good, except a little fluke when I started recording with that alarm. I don't even know what that was about. But yeah, autopilot's working great at 75. Not too many nag screens so far. I think I had 2 this whole time. I just wish that Tesla would remove this. Okay, their highway, even though I have a highway next to my house, I cannot use it there. It has to be a big interstate highway. But it's still a highway, so it should still be able to use past like 35 miles an hour. At least like allow me 55, right? Yep. And when I look at people driving, most people are in their cell phones, which is kind of scary. They actually have the cell phone to their ears and they're driving. Like the guy behind me is holding a cell phone. It doesn't have it up to his ears, but we're going to leave here. So I'm gonna take this exit and make a UE and go back in the highway, I guess. It's the quickest way to go home, and we get to test some more of the autopilot, the new version. Oh, I guess we're gonna squeezing. Yeah, thankfully we had plenty of space there. Thinking of another exit that had 2 lanes instead of 1. It's also Lake Buena Vista, but a different highway. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so now we'll think we can loop around and go back into I-4. and my wife just sent me a ping to say where I am. I told her I got a new update. Now I'm gonna go test it. So another feature, if you push it, if you put your car on hold, you get autopilot. But if you just pushing the brakes, it doesn't show for some reason. But then you can put autopilot from full stop to, as long as there's a car in front. And I think that's a new feature. I don't know. Never heard of that car in front of us. AMG 4MATIC R350. Oh, it's a Mercedes. Wow. Yeah, feels silly now. But still never heard of Mercedes R350. So, other than that, there isn't much in the, for an update. I don't know if the kernel was updated or not. Summon was installed. I tried. It comes out of my driveway okay. Does not work with the key fob for some reason. So I don't know if it's a bug or what. But we'll never go into the summon mode when I tried through the key fob. So I gotta check out the customized menu, see what's in there, and figure out if there's anything we can do there. So now we're going to make our way back and I-4 west towards Tampa. And so we go here. Not even gonna bother putting the tachox yet. Let's see if it lets us using the ramp. Big bus coming, so we're gonna merge U. And I could swear also that the car got more powerful, but not gonna say anything, but I honestly thought that it did. I can feel a little more powerful. So we're right next to a semi-truck, so we're gonna pass that truck because we don't like being behind these things. And we're gonna engage autopilot now. 75, and I noticed that it doesn't try to take that exit anymore. So it actually follows the road like it's supposed to. So I guess that might be a sign that actually it's using more than one camera right there, because it definitely does not try to go right. We're gonna do the lane change one more time, and speeds up, and then it slows down again and completes the lane change. That's pretty good. See, I am most comfortable around this speed because it's not that far from 55. 80 just seems too fast for autopilot, at least right now. It's still very new. Not autopilot in itself, but like high speed autopilot, I guess it is. Not to mention it's still beta. Although I don't know if they say that in the release notes anymore. I'm pretty sure it does. I noticed that in the controls, I don't think it says that anymore. But after I get out of the highway, I'll look and I'm stopped at a light or something. Right now I gotta pay attention. is me driving 75 miles an hour in the highway, no hands, no feet. That's insane. That is completely insane. Everybody's holding a cell phone. It's like they have speakerphone, but they have to hold it close to their face. I guess because of the noise pollution in the cabin. Maybe try not driving a ice car. Nah, it doesn't help. Like, you know, if I put my phone on speakerphone, if it wasn't for the speakers in the car, it would be hard to hear too. But it's kind of scary though. See, I'm looking at it right now, and she's looking at the phone, holding to her face and looking at it. Like, she doesn't just talk on the phone, she has to look at the phone to talk while driving at 70 miles an hour in the highway. I get to look at them because the car is driving itself. I mean, I just gotta pay attention to the car. You can see the sign over here for Disney World and Celebration. Celebration being a very nice area over here in Kissimmee. Very close to Disney. It's like insanely close to Disney. Very expensive homes as well. You know, wonderful area to live on though, if you can afford it. We cannot. You know, priorities, people, priorities. Had to buy a Tesla first, then move into a really, really nice upscale neighborhood. Gotta have the car first, and then you go to the upscale neighborhood. I'm just kidding. It's just we're actually living where we are because my parents are over there, so we prefer to be like 10 minutes away from my parents' house than 45 minutes away. Over here you have the sign for Apaka. I don't know if you guys can see it, but approaching over here there's the Mickey Mouse ears, some power lines, and they're making Mickey Mouse out of it because this is Central Florida. We make Mickey Mouse out of ears of everything. We make Mickey Mouse ears of power lines, of solar panels, orange like trees, like whatever we can. We lakes. There's a Mickey Mouse ear lake. So yeah, Mickey's everywhere. Mickey's life over here, at least for Central Florida. Most of the workforce works for Disney, which is, you know, it's basically the biggest employer of Central Florida. If they ever close, it would be a disaster. Exit should be coming up very shortly, and it would help if I had my map working in the right position. And I don't know if you guys can see, but we're gonna get off around here where it says Champions Gate. And Autopilot so far awesome, except that little hiccup. I think this makes like what, maybe 4 or 5 nag screens so far in, I don't know, how many minutes have we recording? 20 minutes. So one every 5 minutes or so. Averaging it out, it's probably not that, but you know, they want to make it predictable. Otherwise you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna take a cat nap for 5 minutes. If you're crazy, but you know, there are crazy people in the world. So alright, so very soon we're gonna start making our way to the right, and we but it's kind of dangerous, so I won't do it. But I wanted to see what would happen. Oh shit, that was kind of a bouncy road. Didn't like that feeling. Did not like that feeling at all. It was, you know, when you go down very sudden. So there's that. It was a bit scary. Okay, so our exit should be coming up here. The autopilot did great. Didn't have to intervene. I wonder what happens if I put that I'm gonna get out. Does it get out for me? I don't know. We'll find out. So no, it doesn't. So we have to interrupt autopilot here and make our way to the exit. Yeah, but so far it worked out great. Just gonna manually reduce the speed here because I don't think it's changing the speed yet based on the roads. So I don't want the cars to clear in front of me and then I mean, it doesn't ramp up to 70 that quick, but still. If anything's slow to ramp up the speed, then I have to help it. If anything. Yeah, so there you have it, guys. It's autopilot. I pushed the wrong button to engage autopilot here. So this is 35 now in the city, and that's as fast as we can go. Still restricted to 35. I am gonna disable because traffic is going a little bit faster, even though it's gonna stop over there, but I don't like peeping my butt. So I'm gonna enable it again. Since I have you guys with me, so you guys can see there was, as far as I can tell, there was no change. I was actually reading the news and the Tesla hit a motorcycle. Apparently autopilot was engaged and stopped, and then he inched forward again, even though the motorcycle was there, but he hit like 3 miles an hour or something like that, so it wasn't a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna disable now, and now I'm going to speed up a bit because everybody here goes a bit faster. And so I thought that was interesting, but you know, the officer, I mean, they said they wouldn't normally not even investigate if it wasn't because it involved an officer. But yeah, it's like no damage. I guess the officer saw it coming, just jumped off the bike. So I'm pretty sure it damaged the bike a little bit, but he hit it and probably dragged a little bit. But I don't know why the driver wasn't paying attention. I mean, he's supposed to push the brakes before he actually does anything like that. Right, discharge the cable. It's weighing down my phone and keeps making it crooked. And I'm very OCD about it. Yeah, but autopilot works great. So now we're just waiting for more features. Better browser, speedier. I haven't tried it yet. So let's try the browser here. Then move up to the top screen so you guys can see it better. And is it speedier though? No, not really. Let me make the turn here. Next slide, I'll check it. I usually drive with the cruise control, active cruise control, all the time. I have not stopped using it since like it was released. It was really flaky at first. Now it works very consistently. Once in a while, when you go under a big sign or something, it slows down. There's still improvements to be made to it, but you know, it's very reliable. So it's very, you know, not stressful to drive. You're basically just controlling steering. I was thinking about this. I think my son, I mean, he's 14, so he's going to get a driver's license this year, or a permit, learner's permit this year, but he might be like the last generation to actually need a driver's license. Like, by the time he has a child, I don't think he's going to need it. Wow, that was a sudden slowdown for no reason. I mean, that car stopped, but just when I was saying good praises about TechX, and that's okay. Yeah, that was a very sudden slowdown for a car that was turning like, you know, a mile ahead of us. So I'm just gonna pass this slowpoke over here. And it's a Jag. I used to have one. That was like my first decent car, and the Jaguar XJ6. I got it used. I think it was, I don't know, maybe like, oh, well, I think it was like year 2000 or something like that, and I got it like 2005-ish. To me, that was the best car I had, up to my Tesla. Yeah, my son was a baby, and then he basically took a pencil, or I think it was a pen, and he shoved it inside the ignition. I saw him playing with it, but you know, I figured nothing was gonna happen, and the tip of the pen broke inside the ignition with all the ink and stuff, and obviously I couldn't insert the key to start it anymore, so then we had to hotwire it. So that's what we did. We hotwired my Jag, and then I installed DIY push button start. That's actually 2 buttons because I couldn't find the right button combination. You know, like with the number of wires they had to. So you had to turn on one button, so that would make it hot, and then you push and let go of the other one, so that would basically start. So that was funny, and it was kind of like, you know, all like not duct tape together, but like, you know, electrical tape, and it did not look pretty, but it was functional. Yeah, and this was a long time ago. The push button cars are not even a thing. It's my wife checking on me again, see where I am. So I made this app, which is basically Find a Friend, but with much better real-time location, so she can see the speed I'm going, how much G-force I'm pulling, and a bunch of other information. But I get a notification every time she checks on me. So when she checks, I get you know, a notification on my phone that she's actually checking on me. And so far in my drive, she's done it twice, and that's how, you know, she's basically seeing if I'm gonna be home for dinner, and it looks like I will. In case you guys want to download it, it's Ping, P-Y-N-G, so, but it's only on iOS right now. So just go into the App Store and put P-Y-N-G, and you can check it out, see if you like it. And I find it more reliable than Find a Friend. Find a Friend, you click, you wait like 30 seconds until it fixes on the person's location. With this app, it's pretty much instantaneous, and yeah, kind of proud of it. I'll show you over here the light. Actually, I just pulled the notification from her, and then I can click. See, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's okay. I'm gonna make a skip hop over here so I can get in front of these cars. And oh, we're in the dead zone right now, so internet's not gonna work. Yeah, I can see my friends here, and then I could click and see them where they were. And that is my wife calling right now. Just decline that. Alright, now we're gonna put this power to good use so we can go in front. So we have nobody in front of us for a little bit anyways. But there you have it, guys. It is very stable, the autopilot. I gotta reduce speed here, I don't want to be speeding. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I will drive my usual route sometime tomorrow. I couldn't do it today because the reservation where I want to test the sharp turns is closed. They close early, like 4:30. So I'll try to do that tomorrow, and you know, see if he improved at all on that road. I've seen remarkable improvement, you know, every single version that comes out, and you know, haven't found really a fault with it. It's just been getting better and better. I'm looking forward to when all the cameras are enabled like everybody else. So take care, guys. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think. I talk too much, I know, so sorry about that. Have a good day. Bye.